Well, hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. This is Ann Brown on the line all the way from Accokeek, Maryland, with day two of getting started right with your business. Tonight, not going to hold you long because we've got some training that I want you to see. However, I want you to know exactly what did you get. By now, you're probably saying, "Oh my gosh, what in the world did I get myself into? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to have time to do this? How am I supposed to learn all of this? Who's going to help me? Oh my goodness, what exactly do I have? They want me to tell my friends and family about my business, but I don't even know what I have. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've all been there. We've all been nervous. We've all not known what to say. We've all been in that space where we're excited, but we just don't know what we have. We heard the presentation and we know we found value and we know that it's good, but we just don't know what to do next. Well, I tell you what, today that's what this presentation is all about. You've already taken your 20-minute orientation. And before you go any further, I just want to give you an idea of what you have. First and foremost, if you've got pen and paper, I want you to write down the Vortex. The Vortex. The Vortex is our website that we give our friends and family so they can get discounts on their travel. They do have to register. They do have to put in their first name, their last name, their email address, and a password that they come up with. But when they do that, they get access to savings. So what better way to be able to save people money? Now, the way you give out your Vortex, a lot of people just started sending out their Vortex links or that website willy-nilly. And they were surprised when a lot of people didn't join up. They just knew that people were just going to click on the link and know what to do. It doesn't work that way. Most people, you want to give it to them as a gift. And when you give someone a gift, you don't just throw it at them. What you do is you spend time with them and say, hey, you know what? You're very important to me, and I've got a gift for you. And then you give them the gift, but also you want to show them how to use it. I remember years ago, my brother gave me this fancy wine bottle opener, and I saw it and I put it on the counter, but I had no idea what to do with it. Well, when he came over, he said, let me show you how to open this wine bottle. Let me show you how to use this wine bottle opener. And he showed me, and it was absolutely amazing. So that's how you have to treat the Vortex with your friends and family. You have to say, hey, go to this site, get them on the phone, get them in front of their computer, go to this site, and then walk them through putting in their first name, their last name, their email address, and their password. And then you want them to choose that orange button that says instant access. Well, instant access isn't automatically instant because it takes them to the email that they actually put in. And what they'll have to do is log into their email and confirm that they actually signed up for the account. That's right, just like any other things that you join online, you have to kind of confirm that you actually signed up for it. So the system is going to send them an email. And when they log into that email, they've gotten that email from the Vortex, and they open up the email and just click the button that just confirms that they signed up for the account. The website, well, it's going to take them back to your website. And at the very top where it says returning traveler, that's when they're put in their email address and password, and they click sign in. And at that point, the Vortex is open up to them. So you basically have trained them how to log into your site and how to be able to see things as well. And at that point, you want to take them on a test drive of the Vortex so they can see what you've given them. Does that make sense? Absolutely. Now, also, if you are a top member or you're thinking about upgrading to the top, you're going to get the membership. Our membership is a wholesale membership that our partners get to use. It's not for our customers. The Vortex is what we give our customers. The membership is for us because we get wholesale prices on travel. We've got hotels, cruises, car rentals, flights. We've got vacation weeks. We've got all kinds of activities and even lifestyle discounts as well. Do you like to go out to eat? Well, guess what? We're in partnership with restaurants.com. So you could go out to eat. Do you like doing excursions? Well, guess what? We've got all kinds of activities that you can choose from through your membership. See, membership definitely has its privileges. And our membership also comes with a concierge that will help you every step of the way. So if you're looking for some answers, just ask the concierge. We also have a full-blown travel agency. Now, with our travel agency through Travmanity, you don't get that through your trial basis. You actually get that when you choose to upgrade to being the tip or the top package. Now, with the tip or the top package, you get an actual website, a booking engine that you can give people so they can again book hotels, cars, flights, cruises. But guess what? It's not at a discount. It's actually full price. So, but you also get full commissions as well. When you get started, you're at 60% of the commissions of anything that's booked on your site. But get this, the more you book, the more your commission is. You can get up to 70 or 80% commission. It's totally up to you. However, you want to give as many people as possible your Travmanity site. It is full price, so just let them know that it is going to be just like at any other website that they go to. If they want the hookup, then you'll want to give them the Vortex, but that's totally up to you. When you decide to be a search business associate or a junior executive with Search 365, with our junior executive program, you have the opportunity to earn unlimited $500 bonuses, unlimited $1,000 bonuses, unlimited $10,000 bonuses. You can actually earn $60,000 your first 100 days in our business. So if that is something that you're interested in, if you got started with our business to make money, if you are a people person, if you're someone that's interested in growing a team, if you know that you're an entrepreneur with leadership capabilities, well, I tell you what, you want to truly look at the benefits of our junior executive program, because you're going to be blown away with the amount of money you can make with minimum effort. And if you know not only a lot of people, but the right people, I'm talking about people who like to lead people, people who love to help people, people who love to travel and have fun, people who love nice things, then then you can actually be quite successful in our company. So you want to truly take a hard look at the junior executive program and also at our compensation plan. And I tell you what, you will not be disappointed. Now it's time for a test drive. You may have already watched the video, or maybe you haven't, but this is the opportunity for you to actually see exactly what we have. And there's no better person to tell you about what we have than our CEO and founder, Scott Tomer. You know what? He not only designed this business, but guess what? He also has us in mind in terms of what we can accomplish. Now, what you're looking at now is right in your back office. That's right in your back office. And what we're going to watch is this Search 365 test drive right here. It's about 30 minutes. So sit back and relax and get ready to hear some information that could possibly blow you away. You know, you wondered, what do you have? And what did I get myself into? Well, guess what? We're about to show you exactly what you have and how it can benefit you. I just want to make sure I had here we go, had the sound on so you can hear it as well. So with that being said, we are going to go on and get started. I hope you will, here we go, enjoy.
And congratulate you on what I think was a smart decision. You see, becoming a junior executive puts you in a position to earn 100% of the overrides and residual that you're going to get from building a team. The other thing that it does is it positions you for an unlimited number of $500 bonuses, an unlimited number of $1,000 bonuses, and yes, you're seeing this right, an unlimited number of $10,000 bonuses. The other thing that it positions you for is to have the opportunity to, in your first 100 days with the company, to earn $60,000. Now, I know that some of you right now might be saying, wow, that doesn't sound like that program's for me. That sounds like it's for people who are successful, or they're maybe they graduate, college graduates, or they're professionals, or they've been in sales, or they're the pretty people, or whatever the thing that you might be thinking. Here's what I want you to understand. This program is for you. How do I know that? Because unemployed people have earned this. People, single moms have earned it. Married couples who got full-time jobs have earned it. Professional people have earned it. This program is for you. So don't disqualify yourself. Go for it. What if you go for this? What if you set out the next 100 days to have this as your goal, and you only get halfway there? Well, would $30,000 in the next 100 days, would that make a difference to your family? I got a feeling the answer is yes. What if you only got 10% of the way there? Would an extra $6,000 in about 14 weeks from now, would that impact your family at all? And again, I got a feeling the answer is it would. This is extra money. See, I want you to hear this. There's no company in the industry who can match the income potential that you have in Search 365, period. I make that statement. I'm telling you right now, I'll challenge anybody to show me a company that can do this with as few as 100 people in your first 100 days, could generate $60,000. I'm going to encourage you to go for it. Hey, I want to kind of ask you this question. If you had more time and money, what would you do more of? And you know what comes back as the answer every time? What comes back is travel. I mean, even people say, oh, I'd spend more time with family. Doing what? Why? We travel. Okay, that's what makes travel the largest industry on the planet. It's $9.6 trillion. And I'm going to show you how you can become profitable in travel with minimal effort. Also going to show you numerous ways that you can make money, and you don't need experience to be able to do so. And how is that possible? Well, somebody you know right now is looking to book travel, and very likely they're going to do it online. And what we've found, and what research has said, is that people will typically check 3 sites. Now, why do they check 3 sites? There's one reason: it's price. And as we think about this, what if in those 3 sites, what if 2 of those sites are yours? The first one that you're going to tell people about is TravManatee. Now, TravManatee is your personalized, private, labeled for you, powered by Priceline. Okay, that's the first site you're going to send them to. And then the next site is called your Vortex. Now, why are there 2 separate sites? Well, the Vortex, you got to create, the customer needs to create a password. They be able to log in. Why is that? Because the prices on the Vortex are lower than it can be shown on retail. It can only be shown to those through password protected. And I'm going to ask you this question because sometimes I think we get a little bit overthink this. Let's just say that you and I were best friends, and I came to you and said, hey, I've opened up a business. I'm kind of doing this on my side hustle. And next time you go to book travel, here's a couple of places I'd like you to just check and see if it's the same price, or possibly even I could be less. And if it's the case that it's the same price or less, would you buy from me? Now, if we were friends and I asked that question, chances are what you would say is yes. Well, guess what? The friends that you have, the acquaintances you have, the people you work with, your neighbors, your family, the people you go to church with, all will feel the same way. Well, of course I'll check. You're not asking them to buy from you, you're asking them to compare. And you know what? All you have to do is point. You don't have to be an expert in travel. You don't have to be an expert in destinations or cruises or all inclusive. All you have to do is point to your sites. And when you do that, see, here's what you're going to see. This is Expedia versus Travmanity. Now, understand Travmanity, while it is our travel company, it is your site. And when they go on and check, and they check for this 3-night stay in Manhattan, what you're going to see is the price is $459 for each. So the price is the same. So if the price is the same, don't you think there's a pretty good chance that your friends are going to say, hey, the price is the same. Might as well book with my friend. Might as well book with my brother. Might as well book with the person I go to church with, that I work with. But you know what the biggest difference is between these two sites? Is not the price. The difference is when people book through you, we're going to send you a check for between $69 and $110. Now that $69 means that you come in here, you never do any training, you never try to progress to higher compensation, but it's at least $69 up to $110 that we're going to send you a check. And you sit there and you go, okay, now you may be sitting there thinking, okay, but why would they do this? Well, Expedia spends billions in advertising. We spend nothing. You are our advertising budget. So when you tell people about us and they book through you, this is basically just our way of paying you the advertising we would have to pay if we were going to compete with Expedia head to head. It's really, when you think of it, it's a brilliant business model. Now, so then they say, well, I wonder what I could do if I checked on the Vortex. Well, I want you to look at the Vortex. You see, now we're showing the public price on the Vortex. Now this one displays a little bit differently, but you can see that there's the public price is $1,592 on the Vortex. In other words, we're taking that number. Actually, if you want to know, a lot of times it comes directly from Expedia. We take the lowest public price we can find, and that's what we show. So on that $1,592, the savings is $312. Now, let me just pause for a second and ask you this question. Do you know anyone who would be upset with you if you sent them a link to the Vortex and they were going to go and stay in Manhattan and they were going to stay for 3 nights, and instead of paying $1,592, they could pay $1,280? Is anybody you know going to be upset with you? Listen, it's kind of a ridiculous question, because the answer is absolutely wouldn't be. And what we do is 60% of what they save, we pay you. So we send you a check for $187. And I got a feeling you're not going to be upset about that either. So you're the person you know, that friend, relative, person that you casually know, saves $312, you make $187. Let's look another. Here's an all-inclusive in Punta Cana, 7 nights. I want you to see again, Travmanity versus Expedia. It's the same nightly price, $430. What's the biggest difference? The biggest difference is when they book through you, we send you between $150 and $240. That's your part. Again, remember, that's just the advertising budget. That's what we're doing. That's that. How can we get the word out? We're paying you to tell people. Now they say, well, that was the same one, but remember, my friend said that there was even a cheaper way. Why don't I check that? What was that name? Oh, Vortex. Let's check it. Instead of paying $3,009, folks, they save $500. Again, I'm going to ask this question because I want you to understand, nobody's going to get upset. See, no one you know will be upset with you if they were going to go to stay at the Dreams Onyx Resort in Punta Cana, and they were already going. You didn't convince them to go. They were going anyway. They go on and they check Expedia, and then they check Travmanity and say, hey, it's the same price. Let me check out the Vortex, and it's $500 cheaper. Nobody's going to be upset with you. And I know you're not going to be upset. We're going to send you $300. See, I want you to hear this. They're going to compare because of your relationship. That's why we pay you. It's your relationship that gets them to look. They're going to buy because it's the same price or less. That's what we do. That is the business model. This is the booking engine. This is the booking engine from Travmanity. I want you to know, but it's more than a travel site. See, if you look at the bottom, there's some ads, and those ads are basically for Travel Guard. And Travel Guard is a company that basically insures the unexpected. So whether it's insuring the trip, and there's 3 different plans that your customers could choose from. All of them include trip insurance, baggage and travel medical. There are also specialized coverages that people can opt into. And guess what? When people buy through your site and they insure their trip, you get paid. Hey, here's Ticketmaster. Probably some of you have used Ticketmaster in the past. It right there says score great seats. Now, it's not just for football. It's not because what the picture shows, there's concerts, there's arts and theater, there's sporting events, family events. It's the same inventory as Ticketmaster. What's the difference? You get paid. This is something that's pretty cool, okay? Do you know anybody that's getting married or maybe having an anniversary that's coming up that they're planning on doing a trip? See, what if there was a way? What if there was a way that you could create a destination-specific registry for your customers and for their families? In other words, you could register anybody to use this. Not you, all of your customers, anybody in their family. And what happens is we register this, and then their friends and family can contribute toward a dream honeymoon or that dream anniversary trip. And they can go on. And folks, it includes lodging. In other words, you can go on and say, I want to buy, there's 10 spots that I could buy that I can contribute toward the lodging. I want to do that. I want to do one of those. I want to do some amenities. I want to maybe part of the airline tickets or the activities, whatever it is. They go on, they're able to contribute. Now, let's talk about it for a wedding. You're still going to have your registry at Target, okay? But you could also have honeymoon wishes. And people, instead of going in there and saying, man, they probably already got 12 toasters, then they could go in and say, I want to make this honeymoon trip just unbelievable. I want to make that honeymoon vacation just something incredible. And they can do that. And guess what? When you help people organize this, you got it. You get paid. There's passports and visas, whether it's new or lost, whether you're replacing something, renewing something, whether a person needs a visa. What do all these things have in common? You get paid on everything. Everything on your site pays you. And again, I want you to know that it's more than just a site. Should you decide, now this is totally optional, you don't have to do this, but if you want to pursue a career path and learn more about becoming a travel arranger, a planner, if you will, then what you can do is you can say, look, I want to learn more about cruises. We've had people who've said, I've always wanted to take an Alaskan cruise. And they started talking to people that they knew and say, hey, we're going to take an Alaskan cruise. And they go and and people say, I want to go with you. And they plan it out. And all of a sudden it turns into a group. You could do this with resorts, with educational travel, with corporate travel. Okay, folks, we got people who make money as convention planners. There's a person who was at a church, and the church wanted to go to the Holy Lands, and this one of our agents said basically, hey, I know a company. The company came and presented. This church signed up. They made thousands of dollars and went for free. Maybe you want to do destination weddings, groups and tours. All of that's available to you. See, and here's the thing. I want you to understand. These groups are already going. You're not trying to convince them. They're already going. And if you just kind of raise your hand and say, hey, I'll organize this. I'll do all the hassle. I'll arrange it. Okay? Because everybody's thinking, oh my goodness, thank goodness for you because you're taking this on. Oh, I can't believe you're doing this for us. Well, what they don't know is you're making thousands. And when you go, you're going for free. There's also something called FAM trips. This is short for familiarization trips. I want to take a minute and just so you understand what these are. Cruise lines, resorts, destinations, sometimes countries will put together something called these familiarization trips. And what they do is they invite productive travel agents to come and tour their cruise line, their property, whatever the case would be, so that they can learn more about it. So when they go home, they're educated about the property and can tell people about it. And the way they get you to come on these FAM trips is they sometimes greatly reduce the cost. So here's one to the Caribbean, 4 days, including airfare, and I want you to see the price. It's free. Now, while you're there, you're going to see the hotels, you're going to see the venues, you may even do some sampling of restaurants, all the stuff that you're going to do to get familiar with that destination so that you can come home and talk about it. See, they give you this for free, so you'll come home and sell their destination. Here's one at the Galapagos Islands, 7 days, $949. I saw, I was looking the other day just to kind of get some kind of comparison. Now, this one's not a cruise, but there was one that was a cruise. The cheapest cabin on the cruise was $4,000 a person. 7 days in the Galapagos Islands, $949. Here's a cruise line that was real big in the Mediterranean. It was coming to the U.S. and they were wanting to get agents to come and check out our cruise line. And as compared to the things you're maybe used to, 7 to 14-day cruises, again, was free. Why would a cruise do that? Because they know if they want to get their cruises sold, they need people talking about it. And what better way to do that than get folks who sell travel to come check it out? We're gonna do this for free. Here's one to Egypt, 9 days, $749. Had an overnight cruise on the Nile. Here's Dubai for 6 days for $700. There's one in Greece for 5 days, includes a cruise in the Mediterranean for $549. Now I want you to hear this. These are for trained people who are producing. So this isn't just, hey, I signed up in this company and I want to come take advantage of this. No, these are for people who are actually going to come back and sell these destinations. Now, the top package. See so here's what I want you to understand. What we've been talking about before is everything that we just talked about comes in what we call the travel income package or the tip. Everything we're talking about now includes everything we've talked about plus wholesale travel, discounts on lifestyle purchases, ability to earn free vacations on your customers' purchases. Let's look at that discount travel. The same place that we were talking about that you could send your customers to in either your Travmanity site, your personalized site, okay, or the Vortex. That same $1,592, if you're the one who's going, your cost is only $968. You save $623. See, that's the difference between retail, which is the $1,592, discount, which is what we had with the Vortex, and then wholesale, which is what we're talking about for you. In the Dreams, that resort for 7 days, it's $1,000 savings. You could actually stay another 4 nights. You could make this, instead of 7, it could be 10 or 11 nights. It's the same price, but it's $1,000 savings. I want to ask you this question. When time and money are no object for you, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? What's on your bucket list? What will you do with your first $10,000 bonus that you earn in Search 365? And I want you to hear this, okay? When you earn that $10,000 bonus, you've made somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000 before you ever got the $10,000 bonus. So it's not like this is the only money you made. This is the cherry on top. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? There's even more ways to save. There's reward credits at thousands of stores. Okay, literally thousands of stores. You could buy, get your good pricing, and get what we call reward credits. Now, those reward credits, we'll talk about a little bit more of how they work, what they are. Okay, in the next slide. There's also discounts at more than 18,000 restaurants. A lot of them have buy one get one, buy one get one 50% off. I mean, there's 18,000 restaurants. You can search by city. You can search by type of food, zip code. Folks, this is an amazing thing that you have access to. Not your customers. These are only for the top owners, okay? We talked about reward credits. I want you to know you can earn free vacations. See, the reward credits, you earn that on all of your personal travel. So every time that you buy, now look, if you're using a credit card, you're still gonna get your points from the credit card, okay? But in addition to that, you're gonna get reward credits that are just like those points that you get from your personal purchases. But not just that, you're going to get reward credits on all of the Vortex customer purchases. Now think about this. You hand out the Vortex. People save money. You get points. I mean, this is like getting the credit card points, kind of not just on your purchase, but everybody you know. You know, we had one of our early on had one of our people took a family cruise. Okay, got a couple cabins. And the reward credits that they got from that cabin, so they were already going. The reward credits. Now they saved money on the cruise and got reward credits, and the reward credits were enough that the husband and wife were able to go back on a 7-night anniversary cruise. Credits on customer. You get these credits actually anytime you buy something from yourself. There's thousands of retail stores. And then those reward credits, they spend just like cash. You can use them for vacation. You can use them for airlines. You can use them for hotels. You could use them for gift cards at places like Amazon and Applebee's. You can go to, I think, Apple Computers. There's Best Buy. You've got Target, Walmart. Folks, you can use these just like cash. We've had people buy appliances. It's crazy. There's also something that the tip and top owners get. It's an anniversary reward trip, and I want to take just a minute here to talk about it because it's when you stay active for consecutive months, then we are going to give you the ability for a 7-night more than 4-star. It's the there you go. But I want you to hear this. Many of these accommodations have a bedroom or up to 3. Most have a kitchen or a kitchenette. These are ideal to reconnect and recharge with your family or friends. It's just our way of saying thank you for being in business with us for 12 months. I want you to know there's no sales requirements. There's no qualifications, anything you have to do. You just need to be active for 12 months. And because this is a business, and I want to stress this, it's a business. Okay, there are a lot of things you get that aren't business, but the idea that what drives this is you have a business in travel where you're pointing people to your site. You're maybe organizing some groups. You're pointing them to the vortex. And because of that, you got tax deductions because a legitimate home business can allow you to deduct all or a part. So some of this will be all of it. Some will just be a part of it. Folks, you can deduct all or part of your cell phone, internet, the miles that you drive for your business. You know, H&R Block says if you work from your home, you can deduct a portion of your home expenses like utilities, rent or interest, maintenance, repairs, insurance, and more. All become tax deductions. The initial fees that we charge, the monthly fees for your travel business are all tax deductions. Why? Because you're pursuing a profit in business. Now that's key. See, that's key, that you're pursuing a profit. And the way you do that is you tell people about your sites. You don't have to become a group specialist, but if you're just pointing them to your sites, you're attempting to make a profit. And because of that, I want you to see what happens. This is based on national averages. This is taking the most expensive zip codes in the country and the most rural of areas. But the national averages on utilities and cell phones and internet and the average of what mortgages are or rent, all of those things, average. So if you're average in your expenses and you file taxes in the most commonly filed tax bracket, and I'm getting ready to show you the difference this can make, and you might be sitting there going, it's hard to believe. But why? First of all, why would the government do this? Why would the IRS? Why would they give you money back in increase your tax refund because you have a home business? Because some of those home businesses are going to go on, folks. I mean, you know the stories, okay? You know that Jeff Bezos and Amazon started in a bedroom. And when they were in that bedroom, they got some tax breaks because they started the Amazon. And the same thing about starting in the college dorm with Facebook or in the garage with Apple. See, not all businesses will go on to become billion-dollar companies, but some will. But what the government says is we're gonna invest in you in your small business, hoping that it grows, hoping that you employ people, hoping that you bring value to the economy. And the difference that this makes based on national average and the most commonly filed tax bracket, the typical family could increase the tax refund by almost $3,500 a year. I'm going to pause for a second, let that sink in. Your tax refund by just opening a home business that's a legitimate business that you're pursuing a profit could add $3,500 to your tax refund the year after you start the business. Hey, I just want to compare because there are other options out there. We're not the only option that you can look at and say, I want to get in the travel game. Okay. You can decide to open up a travel agency. And people do. I want you to know that's going to be thousands of dollars, probably 10,000 or more to open a travel agency. You're going to have a lot of overhead. You got to get registered with different agencies. You got to pay fees, expenses, all those kind of things. And there are travel clubs. Now, travel clubs don't sell travel. Travel clubs about getting the best price. But I want you to know, membership's not as good as ours. Are selling for more than $10,000. So as we look at these, let's just take and kind of look at them. See, a travel agency allows you to make money in travel. You can go on fam trips because you're in the travel business, and you got tax deductible business expenses. Travel clubs don't have any of that. But then travel clubs have access to deep discounts on personal travel. Some, not all, but let's just say all of them have a personal concierge because we do. But that's not available to the people who have a travel agency. All those things are available in Search 365, but we're not done. Travel agencies nor clubs come with an online booking engine powered by Priceline. Open 24/7. All you do is point. They don't have a Vortex discount booking engine where you can, for free, your customers pay nothing, and you can have an unlimited. You can have 100, 1,000, 10,000, a million. Doesn't matter. As many customers as you want using a Vortex, saving money, and you're making money. We've got the ability to get reward credits on personal, lifestyle, travel purchases, okay, on your customer Vortex bookings. And folks, those can be redeemed for vacations and gift cards. We just talked about that. And there's a 7-day annual vacation. Every 12 months, you get to qualify for another vacation. So which is best for you? Let's just kind of look at it. See, both the travel income package or TIP and the travel owner package or TOP, both of them come with the Priceline powered booking engine. Both of them come with the Vortex discount booking engine. You get them both. You point people to the site who are buying travel anyway. If they're going to check 3 sites, if 2 of them are yours and one of them is cheaper, one of them's the same, what are the chances you're going to get business? You can earn money from travel insurance, from visas, passports, Ticketmaster, honeymoon, anniversary wishes. All those things can earn money. Then if you decide, this is optional, if you decide, but if you're with a group and that group says, hey, let's go somewhere, let's go do this, you can become the organizer, the coordinator. You can make thousands and go for free. There's fam trips for those that really pursue travel that are discounted or even free. There's legitimate tax. Folks, those business deductions could save you thousands in taxes. Look, I want to make this. I don't want to get all caught up in deductions and savings and tax. Folks, this could increase the tax return, as we showed, just up to $3,500. And okay, when I say up to 35, that's just if you're average, up to $3,500 a year. And there's an annual 7-day vacation. That's in both the packages. Now, the travel owner package, the top package, also includes those deep discounts on the personal travel we talked about, the personal concierge, and the reward credits that you can redeem for travel and gift cards. You say, well, Scott, what's the price? Well, the price for the tip is $299 one time. That's an initial fee. Beginning the next month, there's a monthly fee of $99.95. The top package is $499. It's $200 more one time. It's the same monthly fee, $99.95 a month. That's the total price. But what if I could show you that the real cost is zero? How's that possible? Well, let's just look at the ways you could recoup your annual fees with the tip or the top. Increased tax refund. Okay, let's just say that you decide to go with the top. It's $499, $99.95 a month. The first year, about $1,600, a little bit less. We talked a few slides ago about pursuing a business, attempting to make a profit, telling people about your Vortex and Travmanity. And if you do that and you're typical, you're average, you're average in America, the difference in your tax refund could go up $3,500. So let me ask this simple question. If I said to you, here's the deal, bring me $1,600 and a year from now, I'll give you back $3,500, how many would take me up on that? I got a feeling some of you are saying, if that deal's available, how many times can I do it? Well, that's what we're talking about with the packages that we just showed you. Plus, you get an annual 7-day vacation. And if you're a productive travel agent, taking one fam trip, all of those things, each of those by themselves could offset the cost. But the top, if you decide to go with the top, we can also cover the annual fees if you just dined out once a week. See, if you eat out once a week and you use the restaurant package that we have inside our membership, and you go to, and again, you could search by zip code, by type of food, however you want to search, and you use that. If you just dine out once a week, you could pay your monthly fees. Let's say you used your membership, take a couple vacations. If you took a couple vacations a year, that pays for the annual fees. But you know, there's something else. See, because if this makes sense to you, and I know it does, how could it not make sense? I mean, it almost costs you money not to take advantage of one of our packages. See, if it makes sense to you, it's going to make sense to people you know. Well, if it's just 6 of those people enroll into one of these packages, we waive your monthly fee, and your monthly residual is $60. So not only are you not paying the monthly fee of $99.95, that's gone. You're earning $60. Because every person who decides to take advantage of one of these packages, you get $10 a month. Another advantage of, if you're a junior executive and you purchase the top package, then you're qualified to override. We call that QTO, which means 100% of the Surge 365 comp plan you're entitled to receive. Everything. So I'm just gonna close with a simple question. Which is best for you? You want to make money with the travel income package, or do you want it all with the travel owner package? Thanks for tuning in with the test drive. We look forward to welcoming you to this part of our business.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's up to you. What is it that you like best? I mean, do you like getting those reward credits? Do you like the fact that you can make money on travel? Do you like the fact that you can save money on travel? Do you like the fact that you can actually go out to eat through our restaurant, through restaurant.com? Do you like the fact that tax savings? No matter what, believe me, it's worth it to upgrade to the tip or the top. You know, everybody in our business that has longevity is at the top because it just makes sense. And so you don't want to stay a junior executive. You want to either come in at the top or start at the junior executive level and upgrade to the top, because the top is where you want to be. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this recording. You got something out of it that you can use. Thank you for your participation. This completes day 2 of our training. Tune in tomorrow where we're going to actually go through some things that you could use on day 3. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.